Okay, hello everyone. We are about to start. And for those of you who have seen me for the first time, my name is Ja and I am lifestyle advisor from Thailand. It's a privilege for me to be the host for this training today on compensation plan 101. And before I go to introduce our special trainer tonight, we are going to learn on a very special topic about compensation plan 101. So those of you who are new to Opulence Global, this is your chance and a very good opportunity to learn from our LD2 Brian Arindel. And learning about the compensation plan is essential to maximize the earning potential in our Opulence business. So everyone, before we start our training this morning from Canada, I would like to introduce our speaker for today's call, Lifestyle Director 2, Brian Arindel, a true visionary and entrepreneur who embarked on his Opulence global journey in November 2009. With unwavering dedication, he reached remarkable heights, overseeing a thriving organization of 8,000 partners, with over 5,000 partners in Nigeria alone. Known affectionately as Mr. Africa, Brian quickly rose to prominence within the Opulence global community. At the prime of his success, he earned recognition as one of the company's top trainers. In 2017, faced with unforeseen challenges as the Nigerian government imposed restrictions on foreign banking transactions, Brian's organization took a hit. But today, he's back with renewed determination, poised to rebuild and share his invaluable insights on resilience, entrepreneurship, and the path to success. Join us as we welcome back this remarkable leader, ready to inspire and empower us. Welcome, Brian Arindel.
Thank you so much for that kind introduction. It's so great to be here. I really am excited to be able to share with everyone today about our amazing compensation plan. And again, I want to commend you on a great job hosting. You're probably one of the best hosts that I've seen in some time. Your energy, your excitement, your detail, your professionalism, your that's everything you've done. You've done an amazing job, and I think everyone on the call today will actually agree with me on that. So, job well done.
Thank you very much, Brian. And I'll give the floor to you, and I'll stand by at the back. Anyone who have question, please feel free to type your question on Q&A box. We are going to reply to you at the end of this session.
So I'm just gonna start the share. If you can just let me know when you can see it, that way we can make sure that we're not having any challenges with the. Oh, can you please? Am I actually a presenter or?
Yes, you can share the screen right now. Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay,
your screen.
So sorry
yes.
for that, the little delay. I guess first of all, I want to tell everyone thank you so much for being here. It's definitely something that I have to sort of call out, that you're here and you're taking your business seriously. I think that this is one thing that I will actually say to people is that if you're in a business, you need to basically again really commit to being all in. And you're showing that you are all in. This is like your university, and just like when you went to school and you were learning to be whatever your profession was or is, you took it seriously. You showed up every day. You put all of your effort in to become what you are today, and now you're taking on a new initiative, and it's equally as important to do that. One of the key things that we need to do as business owners, and that's what you are, you're a business owner, is to take ownership of your business and take ownership of what it is that you want to accomplish. That being said, you need to become what we call a subject matter expert, and knowing your compensation plan is extremely critical. Not only knowing it, but being confident as well, being proud. And when I say proud, I'm not talking arrogance, but just knowing that you have the best of the best and talking from that space of, knowledge that, what you're saying is truthful. That's going to come across in every presentation that you do on our business. So today, we're going to talk about the compensation plan. And this is a very high level overview. So it's not going to go into tons and tons of detail. But what it's meant to do is create curiosity such that people will ask you questions and the interest is in the questions. So the different ways that we have of earning income is first retail profit. And retail profit, that we can earn up to 59% retail profit. That's including your smart buy discount for those who have done the calculations. And we'll talk about smart buy a little bit later. But once you've been on smart buy for 3 months, we all know that we increase our actual retail profit or our discount, which is what will bring our retail profit up to that 59% number. Wholesale profit. Wholesale profit is when you expand your business. So now you're registering or you're enrolling new partners who also want to launch their business. Every time you personally register a new member or personally launch a new email, you're going to earn up to $350 for that email. So the great thing about our business is that you have ways to earn income immediately. Those two ways that you can earn income immediately while you're building the wholesale piece or the piece that we're going to earn from building a team is from retail and from wholesale. So now if you want to make money immediately, you go out and you promote your products, you go out and you actually promote the business. As new people now join you, you're going to earn income from all your retail sales and all of the members that join you becoming part of your team and organization. The next thing is going to be personal team bonuses from your level 1 brand partners. And this 10% bonus is basically the difference between what you earn in retail profit and what they earn if they start at a lower membership. So, the great thing about our company is our CEO has created a business whereby he wants to give the lion's share of the profit to the field, because he believes that by having the field be successful, having them earning money, and having them get to a point where they are now self-sufficient, that's going to ultimately benefit the business. One, he has people who are committed. He has people who are loyal, people are going to be with the business for a long time, like myself, like Sherry Zhao, like Ronan Trafon, all folks who've been in the business, for, over if not a decade, over a decade. So by doing that and making sure people are self-sufficient, he knows they're going to be with him long term. And that means longevity, success, and again, income and revenue for us personally, but also for the business as a whole. Next is free incentives. So we're talking about free cruises, luxury vacations, opulence car clubs. We talk about our business being a lifestyle company or a lifestyle business. And the funny thing is people believe that you need to wait till you're a millionaire to experience that lifestyle. The great thing with Opulence is you can experience that lifestyle along the way with free cruises, luxury vacations. A lot of people can qualify for their free cruise in their first month. And obviously we know in your first month, you're not a millionaire, but along the way, we give you these incentives so you can feel what it's like to feel what an opulence lifestyle feels like. In fact, the opulence lifestyle can start right from your first day, because we know we get amazing shopping credits when we launch our email. So now you take your shopping credits and now you can, fashion yourself with beautiful luxury products like watches, like handbags, like wallets, like sunglasses, and start to experience what it's like to be connected to very high level designer products. And so that's the one thing that I really love about our opportunity is we can start experience the lifestyle right away. We can start earning income right away as we progress to, being someone like a Ronan Trafon or being someone like a Sherry Zhao or a Renee Liao, which is of course, a lot of our visions and goals. But along the way, you have to experience, the little successes along the way. And these taps on the back saying good job well done by the company with our free cruises, luxury vacations, our Opulence Car Club, where you can earn up to $4,000 a month towards your vehicle. So now whether you want to drive a Cadillac, an Audi, a Lexus, a Porsche, a Range Rover, a BMW, or whether you have visions on something a little bit more elaborate, like, again, maybe a Maserati, or maybe a Bugatti, or maybe, a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. All those things are here for you. So now you just decide what it is you want, and there is sort of a plan in place for you to achieve that level of success and to have, those things that are available to us. And what Ramin says is on life's menu, where now you can decide which item on the menu you want. You're not limited by, your current financial restrictions. Last is lifelong residual income. So lifelong residual income is where you can earn up to $60,000 a week, or $3.12 million per year in residual income. So building that income is going to take time. But the great thing is, along the way, we have a lot of things in place to make sure you're earning money along the way until you hit that number. And the great thing about that is that number is available to everyone. And that's what I love about our plan is it's just a matter of time, consistent effort, diligence, work ethic, all of those key things that are so important in success in anything that you do in your life. So as long as you have those attributes and really you really dedicate yourself to creating that plan or that program to get you there, it's not a matter of will you get there, it's just a matter of when will you get there. And that's the other thing that I love about our business. So again, the Opulence Global Business Opportunity. We're operating an Opulence Global Business it's very simple. It's social sharing. And I want to really break this down to something. When we actually see something that we like, we see something that we enjoy, we see something that we actually see is valuable for us, we naturally, as human beings, we love to share. And I'll break it down to something very, very simple. We go and we see an amazing movie. Oh my gosh, I just saw the best movie ever. First thing we do is we go home and we tell our family, our friends, our brothers, our sisters. We go to an amazing restaurant and we have an amazing meal. We have great service. We go and we tell the same people, we go and we tell them. And that's what social sharing is. You have something that is of value, whether it's a great product like Fountain of Life, whether it's an amazing business like Opulence Global. We naturally want to share the things that are good. And that's the great thing about our opportunity. It's just about sharing the value that we see in what we have available to us. And so we can use social media and online platforms for that sharing, as well as doing it in person. We simply promote your email, all the amazing preloaded products with the exclusive products that we have only at Opulence Global, meaning that if someone sees the product and likes it, the only person they can get it from is you, unless you don't share. And then the unfortunate thing may happen is someone else in your circle will share, and now you lose out on that potential business partner or that potential retail customer. So you sell products, you launch new emails anywhere in the world without any experience right from day one, and you can start seeing what that success feels like and looks like with Opulence Global. First, we have retail profit, and we talked about that number being 59% retail sales profit on all personal VIP purchases, in person or online. Again, you have up to 37% discount on your entire email. So now, the great thing about this is if people are learning how to become a networker, how to build a networking business, how to sort of build sort of that wholesale distribution, which is what we're doing, you can start off by actually doing retail. And retail is just connecting customers to your products, whether that's the Sterling Hand and Body Lotion, whether that's Fountain of Life, whether it's the skincare, whether it's the fashion products. And now you have a chance to make profit on everything that you sell. So if people aren't into networking, again, they can have a nice small business just servicing customers with retail profit, and you can make a very, very good income. We have markets right now that are doing tremendously well in retail profit. One of those markets is, I believe, Israel. And so when you look at what they're doing with those retail profit numbers, you realize that, hey, you know what, I could make a $2,000 a month just buying and selling products to my circle. And so now over time, as you are now connecting your products to your circle of influence, and now they're seeing, oh, I love the Sterling Hand and Body Lotion. So now if we say you're going to earn an average of $20 profit per item sold, you can see how quickly you can create what in essence is a residual income just from retail sales. Because if they love the product, the only place they can get the product is from you. Once they use up the product, they have to come back to you and purchase that product over and over and over again. Well, what that means is, one, you have to do a great job servicing your customer. You have to do a great job creating sort of that environment where, you know, they get a chance to use it. You can keep in touch with them, you can follow up with them, and you can start to build this client base where now you have 5 customers with an average of $20 per item sold, and now you're making $100 per month. Maybe, and then when they come back and they rebuy, next month is another 100. Now you're moving forward and you're building a team of, or sorry, customers of 10. And so as this grows, maybe it takes you a year or 2 years to build a client base of 100 customers buying your products. 100 times 20, now you're making $2,000 a month in profit, retail wise. And one of the challenges I would say is we need to be working on this, because this is something that is going to be just added income for everyone. So now maybe it takes you, 2 years to build, a customer base of 200. And now you're making $4,000 a month every month just from retail sales, where customers are going back to your website every single month and they're purchasing. But in addition to that, we're providing our concierge service where we're staying in touch with them, again, making sure that they're using the product properly, making sure that we're introducing them to all the new products that are coming online. So we all know that we have our amazing new products that are being launched all the time. Once you have a customer that has shown you their loyalty, that gives you now the right to go back to them every time you have something new. Say, hey, you know what, Carolyn, we got an amazing new product that I need to let you know about, just in case you think it might be something that would be of value to you. And that gives you a chance now to increase this wholesale profit number, because now the customers who just start off on FOL are now using the skincare. Now they're using the hand and body lotion. Now when they need to buy something for their wife for Mother's Day, they know to come back to you because you have an amazing fashion line, which again is something that we are so privileged to have the diversity in our line, that it gives us that chance to be able to service customers at that level. So wholesale profit, build your team locally and globally. We always say start locally and expand globally. You can earn up to $350 for each email that you launch. So imagine now you launch 4 emails per month and you can earn up to $1,400 per month in wholesale profit. So if this is you and you're a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus, every time you launch a brand partner, you can earn $150, or whatever membership you start at, you can earn up to $150, but obviously the $150 number is for a lifestyle advisor and lifestyle advisor plus. If this is you and you launch an LA, you can earn up to $300 per LA launched. And if this is you, you launch a lifestyle advisor plus, you can earn up to $350. So the breakdown is as follows. If you're a brand partner for launching another brand part, you make 50. If you're an LA or an LA plus, you make 100. If you're a brand partner and you launch an LA, you make 100. If you're an LA or an LA plus, you do the same work, the same effort, the same time commitment to get this person launched, you make 3 times the amount of money. You make 300. And if you're a brand partner and you launch an LA plus, you make 150. If you launch the same, if you launch the LA plus as a LA, now again, you're making 350. So this is one of the key factors why, if you're a brand partner today, you want to work as hard as you can to get to become an LA or LA plus as quickly as possible, because you're leaving money on the table in every single facet of your business. And so the great thing is, we always say it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you end up, which is ultimately to be an LA or an LA plus. But you want to get here as quickly as you can, because you can see you're leaving a lot of money on the table for the same exact work effort, the same activity, the same time commitment to get these partners launched, but you're actually not making the money that is available. So you're leaving tremendous money on the table. And we want to make sure that you maximize your earning potential in this business. Now, once you actually, what we talk about qualifying your business center, and qualifying your business center mean you have one business partner on your left and one business partner on your right, you now are qualified to earn up to 8.5% on your entire organization to infinity. And I really love this because, again, when you understand what our business has and offers, you really see the true value. And again, we're running into a lot of networkers, and we talk about our business being the most lucrative business in our industry, and people need to understand why. And one of those key things is that we earn 8.5% on your entire organization down to infinity. So whether it's someone you personally launch, or somebody you've never met who's 300 or 400 generations beneath you, every member has the same value to you, which means we're committed to make sure that each member has a success. Ramin talks about, finding the sparks in your organization and turning that spark into a raging inferno, because at the end of the day, every partner offers you the same value. And the great thing about our business is Ramin has removed a lot of the stumbling blocks that are in other compensation plans that really hinder them from being able to truly maximize the business. So you've got no volume caps, which means you're going to make money on every single dollar that comes into your organization. You're either going to make money today, or that money is going to be put in your reserve to get paid later. Infinite carryover of volume. Again, you're going to make money on every dollar that comes in. It pays to infinity, which means your business will pay you to infinity until you hit the cap. So at the end of the day, that's why I said, if you'll hit the cap in time. And so in time is really your friend. It's totally variable, which means you get paid as quickly and as often as possible. No quotas, equal payout ranks, no deranking. So a lot of those negative aspects that people have seen in other businesses, we don't have that here, which again gives you that confidence that you are going to succeed. It's just a matter of time and effort. So let's break down the comp. So now you activate your binary tree with one person on your left and one person on your right. This now gives you access to earn binary commissions to infinity on everything that happens in your organization, down as deep as your business can go, which again, you're going to start accumulating CV, which is going to be there to pay you. Once you do this, your job personally now turns to educating these partners on how to do exactly what you did. Ramin talks about starting and then sustaining. Sustaining is by showing your team how to do what you did. There's a lot of people in the business who are great at personally recruitment, but the one thing that they fall down on is on mentoring their team to show them what you did to have success initially, which they need to now uh, again, qualify their business center, which is the sustainment piece of what we do. So you start by introducing to, you sustain by helping and showing these people how to do what you did so that they too can have what you have. So you teach your team the same process and they duplicate what you did. And now the CV is going to start to flow on your left and your right team. And now every time you have the right amount of CV, left and right, 1/3, 2/3, 50/50, or 2/3, 1/3, it doesn't matter. The system will calculate how to pay you as quickly and as often as possible. And as your team builds, now you're going to build that CV that's going to be in place to pay you to infinity and so again, all commissions and CV volume are generated from email launches, which are new business partners that launch anywhere in your organization, all team online purchases or their VIP sales, and all monthly smart buys, which again is something that we need to do to make sure our business remains active. Every time your team generates $5,400 in CV on both teams, you're going to earn a $400 power cycle plus $60 in marketing allowance bonus. So the power cycle is cash that you can take immediately. The actual marketing allowance is a reserve, something that's in place for you to use to market and promote your business. So Ramin realizes that if you need to actually build your business, there are certain things you need to do to basically market and promote your business. Things like maybe you're doing your own tour somewhere. Maybe you need to travel to another market. Maybe you need to, attend different events. So this actually is a pool that's in reserve for you to be able to access when you want to, again, market or promote your business. So now you're in Nairobi and you have a partner who just launched in South Africa, and now you have a team that you need to support in South Africa. This marketing allowance bonus is there for you to use for that initiative. So maybe you need to travel, maybe you need to put on some sort of a function or event. This is actually there for you to be able to use that money for that purpose, which is to expand and grow your business. It's again for you to enhance and build your business even bigger than it is. And that's something that every business owner knows. When they create a budget, there's always a pool that's for growth enhancement and to, again, promote and move your business to the next level. This actual slide is something that I'm very, very excited about, because this is the slide that will prove to anyone in networking that we have the business that actually will create incomes. And we have a business that's definitely the most lucrative business in network marketing. And this goes into something that the CEO talks about, which is earnings per distributor, which we're not getting into that kind of detail. But at the end of the day, as your team and your customer base starts to grow, they're going to generate CV and PV, which is going to pay you these binary cycles as your team grows. The great thing about this is this number of partners and VIPs is not necessarily your personal number. This is a number in your whole organization. So the great thing is, as your team starts to grow, every time they generate 150 PV, that is the equivalent. That's actually 46% of that is now flows up in the binary, which is $16. So if we just looked at this number as the requirement that each partner needs to accomplish in order for them to qualify for their binary sales, which is your personal number, whether it's from you personally purchasing that or from selling that combination of sales and personal purchases, this is where this number is going to come from. But one of the things I would challenge everyone is, hey, why not sell 150 and use 150, and guess what's going to happen to this number? It's going to double, and it's going to actually progress much faster than what we're talking about here. But again, we want to keep this very, very simple. So now if your partners, all they did was generate $150 worth of PV, either from sales or from personal purchases, each one of those sales is going to generate $69 of PV. That total PV or CV that's generated, $966, is going to pay you $45. Not a big number, but it's a small business that's just getting started. As your business starts to grow, maybe it takes you 6 months or a year. Again, let's be very conservative. We know these numbers can be done much faster than that. But let's say you built your team, customers, and your team to 183. 69 times 183 is 12,627. That's going to now generate $1,000. And for a lot of markets, $1,000 a month is pretty significant for them. This is an income that for them, again, knowing that it's in Canadian dollars, and now you're going to convert it to your local currency, this number becomes a pretty significant number. Even in Canada, for you to earn an extra $1,000 a month, what is that going to do for you? Help you to pay your credit card bill, help you to maybe, get something. Maybe you can put this aside towards a vacation for your family that you know is well deserved. But again, this is just the beginning. And as your team starts to grow, once you get to 861, now you're looking at $5,000 in payout. And this number is what I call the magic number. Once you get to 1725, now you can earn over $10,000 a month. The thing about this is, again, this is the number of partners and customers in your entire organization. So when you look at most other businesses, when you have a team of 1725, you're nowhere near $10,000 a month, which is what makes our business so lucrative and so amazing when you actually break down the numbers in sort of the most basic components of what it is all about. So personal team bonus. As a lifestyle advisor, you receive personal team bonuses on all product purchases of your first generation brand partners. So now this person joins as a brand partner. Remember, their product discount is 10% less than yours. Your discount is 30%, their discount is 20%. Every time when they purchase a product, the difference between the 30% discount that you experience and the 20% discount that they experience, the company pays you that. So the company is actually not keeping that money. They're actually giving out the whole 30% discount, but it depends. It's who is it going to? And that's another reason why if you're a brand partner, you want to get to LA and LAP as quickly as possible, because that 10%, again, you're leaving it on the table. I'm sure your upline is happy, even though they want you to be in LA. At the end of the day, that 10% is now going to you as an LA plus or an LA for every brand partner, for every product that they sell. So now as you're launching all of these brand partners, every time they purchase that something, you're getting an extra 10%. That's one other reason why you want to go out and you want to expand personally and add more and more brand partners and LAPs directly to yourself, because these types of incentives actually grow quite significantly. So again, you've got a brand partner on your left and a brand partner on your right. Every time they buy something, the 10% discount between your discount and their discount is going to go to you if you're a lifestyle advisor or lifestyle advisor plus. Variance bonus. Again, this is designed to specifically boost your income of qualified lifestyle directors. And so partners launch as a lifestyle advisor plus. Every partner that launches is that, again, we said starting February 23rd, 21st, 2023, obviously that's dated, they are eligible to qualify for this actual bonus. So you need to be an LA1 or an LA2. And now the every Lifestyle Advisor Plus that launches, $250 of their registration is set aside to be shared amongst the leaders. And so again, you want to become one of these leaders because you want to be able to share and participate in this variance bonus every qualifying month. So now for Lifestyle Advisor 1 and Lifestyle Advisor 2, in order to qualify for it, you need to actually generate $250 worth of Smart Buy or PV in the qualifying month. If you're a Lifestyle Advisor 3 or Lifestyle Advisor 4, you need to do 250 PV and you have to qualify for MGRS in order to get access to this bonus. So now, again, it's not that difficult. And the great thing about it is the company also allows you to track how your variance bonus is going. So at any moment in time, you can know what the variance bonus is and what's on the table for you to be able to realize, listen, I need to get that variance bonus. I need to get to 250. And that 250 is going to be, again, more retail sales, more personal purchases so that you can hit this actual number. So how does it work? Every Lifestyle Advisor Plus that's launched, the company takes $250 of that membership and they share it amongst the 10 qualified LDs that are closest to that potential partner. So when you think about it, every time you personally launch an LA plus, you're not going to make $350, you're going to make $400. So again, that's another reason why you want to be continuing to personally introduce people, because this is again money that's coming directly to you. So now you introduce the person, you're going to make 50. So your second generation person introduces someone and you're going to make another 50, all the way down 10 generations. So as the business starts to grow, we all know that the 6th through 10th, this is where the lion's share of this actual bonus is going to come from long term, because now this is where your business is the largest. And now, if you're not qualified, if you're a number 2 and you're not qualified, guess what? That $50, or sorry, if you're a number 3 and you're not qualified, this $50 is going to end up going to the person who's number 4, because this is going to get paid out, and either you take it or you leave the money on the table for the next person in line, because now they're going to move up to be the number 3 qualified person, and instead of them getting the 25, they're going to get your 50. So again, you don't want to leave any money on the table. And how is this? Again, the maximum payout per month, LD1's 10,000. And this, Ramin says, is free money, because all you need to do at the end of the day to qualify to get this is just making sure you're doing your 250. LD2, 15,000, LD3, 25,000, LD4, 50,000. So we talked about our business being a $3.12 million a year business, but that's just in the binary, has nothing to do with the actual bonuses. When you layer all the bonuses on top of what we earn in the binary commissions, this is this is probably a $4 million plus plan, which again is something that again is very, very exciting. We're gonna skip this video because I know that for some reason I was unable to share my audio, and I don't want everyone sitting here watching a basically a blank screen. But anyways, so vacations, and we talk about working hard and playing hard, and you want a lot of people in the business play very hard, but sometimes we don't work as hard as we play. So we want to make sure there's continuity to that. So we want to work hard and play hard. And one of the experiences of us playing hard is coming up in about a week. All of us who are going to be heading out on the cruise to the Bahamas. I know everyone's super excited. Everyone's making those arrangements and plans. And again, I'm definitely one for this, because I've learned over time that you need to have that time where you sort of give yourself that pat on the back and say, job well done. And now is your time to really benefit and see, why you're working as hard as you do, to be able to experience these. So, for those of you coming on the cruise, I'm excited to, spend time with you. I'm excited to get to know you and to, have fun and to let our hair down and really, enjoy life. So, next cruise, again, we're probably not going to have a cruise for next year, because we're getting ready to plan our trip to Singapore for our 25th anniversary for Opulence Global. So, that's where you want to be. That's the next big event that you want to get to. So if you didn't qualify for this, I'm sure there's going to be something in place for you to be able to qualify to get to Singapore. And you do not want to miss that. I can guarantee you that our 25th anniversary is going to be an event that is going to be unforgettable. And you do not want to miss it. And you want not only to be there yourself personally, you want your team to be there, because that's where things really change for you. It's no fun being at these events by yourself. It's great to be there and having your team surrounding you, seeing the joy, seeing the excitement, seeing the energy that's being created in your organization, because guess what's going to happen to your organization when they leave those events? The same thing that's going to happen to your organization when you encourage them to, guess what? Be on trainings, right? At the end of the day, you want them to learn. If you're here and you're by yourself and none of your team is here, the next training you need to be here with at least one more person. Every training, you monitor your business training by training, event by event. And so if you're here and you're only here by yourself, the next training, you need to come back here with one person. And every week you should be looking at how is your business growing. So now we get free, amazing vacations, free luxury cruises. When you're an LD2, you actually now have the chance to qualify for your luxury cruise. LD3, executive summits. LD4, exotic vacations. Presidential, first class travel. Again, royal, private jet travel. And the great thing is these things are available to us. I mean, I was really blessed. We had the CEO in Nigeria, back a few years ago, and it was so amazing to actually be able to experience what it's like to travel on a private jet. Not only travel on a private jet, but we actually headed to, again, we went to Dubai and we traveled business class from an Emirates. So it's, again, our CEO says he wants to stretch your mind. He wants to stretch your imagination. He wants to give you a chance to see what's on life's menu, because he knows once you see it and you experience it, it's something that will, again, encourage you to do the hard work and the heavy lifting that's required to succeed. And that's really what is available. But everyone just needs to do the things that need to be done to be able to get you there. What about Opulence Car and Vacation Club? So now again, if you like a car, you get your choice of vehicle. And we talked about this a little bit earlier. Lexus, Porsche, Range Rover, BMW, Audis. Again, luxury cars that the company is willing to pay you for, that you get these cars in essence for free. So now you can actually drive your dream vehicle paid for by the company. And again, and if you don't like cars, then you put that money aside for a vacation, or you put that money aside to get it in product. So your Opulence Car and Vacation Club is a 6-tier car club that offers partners an opportunity to drive their cars for free. Or again, like I said, put the money aside for vacation. Qualifiers may receive the amount in their vacation fund or shopping credits as an alternative. So if you don't drive, or if you're in a country where cars are probably not that readily available, or they're not driven because of different challenges. I was in Hong Kong a number of years ago, and a lot of people don't have vehicles. So then fine, you put that money towards your vacation for you and your family. You put that for free products. So it goes in your shopping account credit for you to use for free products. Lifestyle Director 1, $500 a month every time you qualify. Lifestyle Director 2, $750. LD3, $1,000. All the way up to $4,000 a month. Imagine putting aside $4,000 a month either for your car or for your family exotic vacation. So now you put that money aside, and now at the end of the year, you say, honey, I've been working really, really hard in that Opulence global business. I have some free money and I want to take you on a vacation. And if they know that they're working hard, they're again, allowing you to build this business, and they're supporting you. Again, this is their opportunity to say, this is why I do what I do. This is why I'm working as hard as I work. So now, if this is something that you've enlisted their commitment to allowing you to do what you need to do, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to be offered for you and for your family, either for your free car or free vacation. Is your family probably going to support you a little bit more? Of course, right? So engage them in what you're doing, and showing them why we're doing it, not only for the residual component, but for the lifestyle component that's going to allow them to change their personal situation. Monthly global revenue sharing. And this is really tremendous, because this actually is a reason why at the end of the day, we want to make sure that every market actually grows. And because MGRS, monthly global revenue sharing, means that you're going to share in the revenue from all of the different markets, whether you have a team in that market or not. So ultimately we want to make sure the company succeeds in every single market. And that's why, you notice we support everyone in every market, because at the end of the day, we are one team and we all have one dream, and we're all participating in helping the company get to that $1 billion. So you're doing your part, as am I, and all of that collectively is what's going to help us to get to that goal of a $1 billion company. If you're an LD1, you get one share of the pool. If you're lifestyle advisor, you get one share. LD1, you get two shares. And if you're LD2 or above, you get three shares. And every month when you qualify for this pool is shared amongst all of the qualifiers based on what actual level of qualification that they've achieved for that particular month. The standard way of qualifying is you generate $150 worth of PV. That's pretty simple. Everyone does that because at the end of the day, we need to do at least 150 in order to keep our business active. We need to launch one LAP or one LA in that qualifying month. We need to generate $200 of retail sales, new retail sales. And the great thing is, if you're building your customer base where customers are coming back to you every single month to buy these products you've been promoting to them, this inherently will become an easy thing to do. And over time, you're going to do this every month, really without even thinking about it. All you need to do is follow up with your existing customers, make sure that they are, again, happy with the products, they're getting value of the product. And when they run out, they're going to come back to you and say, hey, I want to order again. Or they'll just go to the website and order, and you'll just see the money show up in your e-wallet. BQV, which is business qualifying volume. And this again comes from all the qualifying volume that you generate for the month. And so the great thing about it is when you generate this 750 and this 200 new retail sales, this one LA and your personal PV, bang, you're qualified, and you now get your one share, two shares, or three shares, depending on whether you're a lifestyle advisor, LD1, or you're an LD2. Number two is the momentum pack method. So you're going to basically you can purchase 50 bottles of FOL, which is your momentum pack. You're going to get, again, plus $203 worth of shopping credits. This is what and $500 worth of shopping credits bonus. This is free, and you're going to get $3,000, $30,000 of Opulence points, and you're qualified. So now, so you actually purchase this, and you basically get this as an incentive for doing that, and plus you get the MGRS bonus. And the PV method, which is again generating $2,500 worth of PV in a calendar month through, again, your sales to your customers. And so imagine over time, as you're building your retail sales business, this number is going to be something that's going to be generated month over month over month. And that's another reason why you want to be consistently adding new customers to your circle and having new VIPs buying from you every single month. Additional Opulence incentives, fast start bonus. And again, if you don't know what the fast start bonus is, you want to get back in touch with your personal partners to let them educate you on what that is. At the end of the day, we need to let our new partners know about this, because there's money on the table for them to achieve based on them hitting the ground running and getting to a certain level of success as quickly as possible. Mentorship bonuses, again, 10% membership bonuses, which are, again, incentives for helping your partners to achieve their fast starts. Organizational revenue sharing, which is, for the higher ranks, but once you get there, this is available to you. RLD fashion bonuses and Opulence points. The Opulence points is amazing, because everything that you do in the business, in terms of certain activities in the business, you get free Opulence points, which those Opulence points are there for you to get free products. I mean, there are people I've heard, not myself personally, but there are people I've heard who have over $1 million in Opulence points. So imagine now you have that sitting there where you can just go and pick up your luxury items in essence for free, and the company just gives that to you as an incentive or as, a pat on the back for just doing your job, just going out and building your organization, going out and expanding, going out and promoting. You're getting these opulence points in essence for free, which now allows you to go into your mall and get your choice of products that now you say, oh wow, I got that just for doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing every day anyways. So you know what? That's it for the actual compensation plan. And again, this is really just a high level overview. So a lot of the detail that you're gonna want to is just go into your back office. And I want to encourage everyone to do that on a regular basis. Set time aside to go into your back office and again review some of these trainings. Anything you don't understand, it's on demand. You just go in your back office, you open it up and say, okay, I didn't quite get that. Let me go over it again. I didn't quite get that. Let me go back to my five. And let me ask questions. Let me make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to become a subject matter expert on what I'm doing, because people need you to do that because you're in place there to help them. But if you don't understand your own business, how are you ever going to help your team? And if you can't help your team, how are you going to build confidence in them and make them confident in you as a leader? And so it's not something you're going to do right from day one in terms of really understanding everything, but you need to put that time aside to make sure that you're doing your part to growing. And we were talking a little bit earlier before everyone came on the call, and we talked about, assessing on a week to week basis. We need to look at, what did we do this week? What did we do that was good? Where do we need to improve? And every single week, we just need to look at those small things that we see as opportunities for improvement. And next week, I'm going to do this better. This week I only talked to one person. Next week, I'm going to talk to two. This week I didn't quite understand this aspect of my business. Let me go and let me spend some time learning it so that I can again move forward and I can change and evolve. And so Ramin always talks about that. In order for us to get to where we need to get to, we need to become a different person. We need to evolve. And that learning and that education is part of that evolvement. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's also not going to happen just by chance. It's going to happen based on consistent effort and due diligence to say, okay, fine, this is a commitment to myself to make sure I understand my business so that the next time someone asks me a question, I don't need to go to my upline. I know the answer already. And that's really something that I really want to impress upon everyone, to take that time and make that commitment to yourself to become that expert so that you can do, as well in this business as you desire to. So that's it for me for today. I really want to thank everyone for being on the call. I don't know if there's any questions or anything that we need to address. If so, I'm going to pass it back to our amazing host, sort of to take it away.
Thank you, Brian. It has always been a wonderful training every Saturday that we have received from you. And today, again, we have learned so much about Compensation Plan 101, especially for those who just joined Opulence Global. Today, it's a really good opportunity for you to learn more in details about compensation plan that we are having. And all I can say is that the marketing plan that we are having is so unique and that you cannot really find it any other places. We actually have some questions come up from our participants. The first one coming from Caroline. Can everyone earn up to 59% in online retail, or does it depend on your geographical location?
Yeah, the geographical location does come into play, because again, depending on certain places, um, there's challenges with things like import taxes and different things that are gonna play on the pricing. So, in some cases it may be a little bit less than 59% because of the location. I mean, we're looking at different things for every single market. And that's the other thing is the cost is different in every market because the companies take into consideration, shipping and logistics to get it from Canada to whatever market it is. So yeah, that's why it says up to 59%, because in some markets that 59% number, if it was 59%, the price in some many cases may be a little bit too exorbitant. So yes, that is a good question. That's why it says up to 59%. So thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Brian. The next question from Caroline again. For our car club, do we have to commit to a car lease?
I mean, if you have a car, an existing car already, which most of us already do, right? I mean, so we don't have to necessarily, go out and get a new vehicle. If we have a vehicle already, it's something that we can actually, put that money towards as long as that vehicle qualifies. Again, we want to be a company that is luxury based. So we wouldn't want someone taking a vehicle that's 30 years old and putting Opulence Global signage on it, because that's really going to do nothing for us. If you don't want to participate in the car club, then you can basically put that money towards your vacation, or you can actually take that money in actual product. So you have many choices. If you don't drive, then great, you don't need to take the car, but you definitely want to take that money in one way or another, either in free products or in your vacation allowance.
All right, that's awesome. And next question coming from Shauna. Retail sales. Can you do a short breakdown on how one gets the 59 retail profit? And question from a partner. Partner is LA. In first month, how much is the profit on her VP sales? 30% or 37%?
So again, your discount is 30%, right? That's the discount in terms of if you're in LA, your discount is going to be 30%, not 37, because if you're in LA, you haven't actually done the 3 months of Smart Buy to basically bump you to the 37%. So in that particular example, you're leaving that extra 7% on the table because your price is a little bit higher. That's one of the benefits of starting as an LAP, is that right off the bat, you get the 37% discount right away. So now if you were to take that number, 37% in essence, and again, you're challenging me in terms of my math, but if you took $100, and let's say your discount was 37%, that means you're purchasing that product for $63, and then the difference, which is $37, you take that 37, you divide it by the actual. Oh man, you're asking me a question that I'm not ready to actually answer right now, but yeah, if you can actually send me that message offline, and then we can
Rene also give us a very special explanation in the comments. He said, retail profit is profit divided by cost. So 37 divided by 67. If the item is $100, that's 56%.
But again,
Yes.
that's all going to depend on the product. All right.
Yeah.
So when we look at that product, we've got fashion products, we've got health products, we've got skincare products. And so, not every product that you sell, you're going to take it and say it's 59%. That's just, again, it's up to 59% based on the product vertical and based on, what you're selling in terms and the markup on that particular product. So,
Yes.
we can't take it to be that literal. It's up to 59%, which means the maximum depending on what product. So if you're going to take each product and say, oh, this product I don't earn 59%, you're not going to make 59% on everything that you sell. It's up to that on everything that we have in our business. So I see here she's asking about deranking. Deranking means that let's say you become an LD1. You're an LD1. You're an LD1 for.
Brian, sorry. Before we go to the next question, will you be able to stop screen sharing first so that
Oh yeah.
participants can see us more
Thank you.
fully?
Yeah,
Thank you, Henry.
yeah, thank you. We'll do that. Yes, good call out, Henry. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, yes.
So deranking, which is again, once you become an LD1, LD2, LD3, and LD4, you basically you'll never sort of go back to or lose that ranking. So you're basically an LD1 forever. So if you sign up to, let's say, if you sign up to A partners, and then be 2B partners. Yeah. So let's if someone actually if let's say if someone actually quits, she's asking a question, said if I sign up to A partners and then build 2 partners then under B partners, I'm not quite following, but I guess what she's saying is if I have someone personally introduced and then that person quits, what happens in that case. And so if the business doesn't see you as being qualified, you just need to go and sign up one more person. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you don't want to necessarily just introduce 2 people. I mean, we know that, when you introduce people, people are going to either do the business right away. They're going to do it later. Life is going to get in the way and they're not necessarily going to take it as seriously, or they're not going to do it. They're not going to do anything. So, that's one of the reasons why you want to continue to go out and keep introducing more and more people. You're not going to just introduce 2 people and then hope that they're going to do it. You want to continue to add new people to your organization personally and create that as the culture in your entire organization. And so when you're doing that, you're teaching that. That's the key. So we talked a little bit earlier about starting. Starting means you qualify your business. Sustaining, meaning that you show those people that you actually personally introduced how to do what you did by qualifying their business. And then Ramin talks after that about advancing. Advancing means go out and bring in new people. So those are the key components of what we do. Start by doing, sustain by teaching, advance, go out and do it again. And so, if you're introducing 20, 30, 40 people, however many people you introduce, I mean, Renee's introduced 200. So, no wonder he is where he is. Now, he's done that over 16 years, which if you break it down, he'll be the first to say there's more that probably could be done. But the great thing about it is we just need to get out. We need to get out and get it done.
And the next question, coming from Caroline, can I get funds out of MAP before an event, or is it an expense model?
It's an expense. It is an expense model. Thanks, Carolyn. So basically, again, the company needs proof, that the event that you're doing an event. So, in most cases, it's going to be done by an expense, meaning that you go out and you spend the money. Does someone have a question or? Yeah, so basically you go out, you go out and you get ready for your event, and you show proof that you're doing an event and a function that's actually map approved, and then you basically get the money given back to you. So it is something that, again, you want to make sure that if you're planning something, don't assume that it's going to be map approved. I would ask if there are any questions, and then make sure before you spend the money, because you don't want anyone to be disappointed thinking that they're going to spend money on something and then they're going to come back and say, well, that's not really map approved, right? So if you're going to take a vacation, you're going to go to Hawaii, and now you're going to say, I'm going to do some actual some actual recruitment while I'm there, that's probably not going to be approved, right? So
Okay, all right. An additional question from Caroline asking about Vacation Club. If we choose Vacation Club, can we get the cash to do whatever we want with it, or do we have to use for travel?
So, um, again, Ramin doesn't want us to take the money and just use it for our to pay our bills. Like at the end of the day. And that's one of the reasons why, in a lot of cases, there are certain things in place to make sure that people are using it the way that it was meant to be made. Um, it's really something that is in place for you to experience the lifestyle. So, I would be, if I was Ramin, I wouldn't necessarily say just give me the cash, because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use it for my groceries, right? And that kind of defeats the purpose of why it's in place. And that's really what you have to understand is it's meant for specific purposes, and that's the reason why. The binary must be activated with two LAs, right? Or just any type of partner. No, you activate your binary with any partner, one right and one left.
Right. And how we also have additional question about the binary. The binary must be activated with 2LA, right? Or just with any type? Oh, same question. Yes. Okay, you have replied to that. And another one coming from Shauna, fast start bonus. Is this correct? This bonus starts at the LD1 level.
But I mean, the 5-star bonus is a bonus to get for you once you hit LD. So, again, you wanna if someone is starting, they need to understand that there is a bonus in place for them to get to LD1 and LD2, LD3, and LD4 as quickly as possible. So if you get to LD1 in your first 7 days, the company's going to triple your binary commissions. So, but if the partner doesn't know that that money's on the table, they're doing it, but they're kind of doing it at a very leisurely pace. If they know if you get here within 7 days, you're going to triple your binary commissions, then they know that from day one. Guess what? They go out and they do as much as they can to get to LD1 as quickly as possible. If they know they need to get to LD1 in the first 30 days to double their binary commissions, again, they're going to go out and they're going to do it as quickly as possible so that they hopefully will achieve it. And now, if that's the culture in your team where everyone's going out and they're hitting LD1 in 7 days, LD1 in 30 days, what is that creating for your organization? Momentum, excitement, energy, which are all key components in building a very, very, vibrant network. And you have that kind of excitement and that energy where now you've got LD1s coming out of your organization every single week, in essence. That's going to drive your business. If you get everyone to LD1, 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 all your new people to LD1, what's going to happen to the rest of your team? They're going to be becoming LD2s. Like, that's what's so amazing about our business. It's all driven by that initial activity. And that initial activity is really starts with qualifying your business. If everyone just did that, qualify your business, show your team how to qualify their business, guess what happens? You're an LD1. Like, you get to LD1. It's so amazing how our compensation plan is set up. And if people really understood it, we would be we would be on fire, like literally. And it would be, but I think it comes down to understanding, comes down to people commitment, people sort of dedication to being on things like this where they can learn, shorten their learning, and be able to understand, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And so now, once you know, it's your responsibility to make sure your team knows. It's your responsibility to make sure your team is on these trainings every single week, because that's going to shorten their learning. And by shortening that, guess what? It's going to help them to expedite their success.
That's really awesome. That's where you mentioned about sustaining by teaching and getting the entire team member to learn and grow from there. And that's
Hmm.
where our business will continue to grow and expand. That's
Hmm.
really amazing, Brian. And I'll treat this question as the last one for tonight and morning in Canada from Marie. Please, where to find the momentum pack on the website? Hmm.
So if you were to go, if you were to, let me just see if I can just navigate here on one of my other screens here. Sorry about not paying attention. So if you go into your back office into opulence.com and then you click on now I know that the momentum pack is going to be eventually they're going to be discontinuing that, but I believe it's still available currently. Sorry. So you're going to go shopping. And from shopping, you're going to click on, yeah, here it is. Right. When you click on shopping, you click shop now, you click on Fountain of Life. There's a section here that says momentum pack. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly just share. So under Fountain of Life, when you actually go to the Fountain of Life page, you're gonna see it says 4 bottles, momentum pack, single bottle, family pack, a 90-day personal supply. It's actually the second option, says momentum pack right here. So you just click on momentum pack and there you go.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you for answering to all questions that our participants asked today. And thank you, everyone, for all of your supportive, encouraging comments. Thank you, Mr. Africa, our host Kunja, to the billion everyone. Thank you, all of our leader. Yes, we have all the leaders here. And yes, Brian, everyone said the training today is so amazing. And before we end, everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the billion.